I was originally called English speaking, and I remember on my call it said that may change. Because I think everybody's call says that due to the mission president's needs, things may change. I don't know, maybe not everyone does. But I didn't ever think that I would be speaking a different language. I was hoping Spanish because I like Spanish. But after my first transfer, I covered a Japanese ward, but we didn't learn the language. It was a really small ward, and we just kind of would go every few weeks to the ward because we had so much other work to do. But after that first transfer, the president called me into his office and said, "Sister Ray, I have a surprise for you." And I said, "What?" And he said, "You're going to be learning Chinese." And I was like, "What?" And he's like, "Yeah, you're going to be called Chinese speaking for at least the next 6 to 8 months of your mission." And most people that serve language missions like get preparation in the MTC, and I didn't get any of that. I was just kind of thrown into it. My companion was from mainland China, so she helped me a lot, but the first few weeks were really, really hard because I just sat there in lessons and didn't have a clue what was going on. But one thing I learned is that the more I loved the people, the more I was able to understand them. And I think that comes from the Spirit. But Chinese is a really difficult language in that there's so many different tones and so many different characters. Most missionaries never really learn how to read the characters because you don't really get to that level. And I never did because I was only in Chinese program for about 8 months. But I did learn the lessons in Chinese, and so I wouldn't say I'm fluent. I can't really hold normal conversations. I can do like regular greetings and, "Hey, how are you? What are you doing?" But I would say just for missionaries learning Chinese, like, don't get discouraged. I think that, Heavenly Father will help you learn what you need to learn. And although I don't have a full comprehension of Chinese, like, I learned what I needed to help people come to Christ. So have faith in that He'll help you in whatever you need. Yeah, I think there was one time where, so in Chinese, like, saying sister or brother is pretty different, but for some reason I really struggled with that. Like, I struggled to distinguish between sister and brother, and so I would frequently call like brother Liu, sister Liu, and that was really offensive to them because they were like, "Wow, you can't even learn my name." And I don't know why. It was just kind of one of those things that was a mental block. I also would confuse Jesus Christ and Joseph Smith a lot, and so people would be like, "Oh, Joseph Smith was resurrected," and I'd be like, "Oh, no, Joseph Smith was not resurrected. I mean, he will be, but he wasn't the one crucified on the cross." So that was awkward times, but I hope they forgive me.